Hello, I am your host, C.Camillia, and I am delighted to spend time discussing this particular topic. Oh, sugar babies. Sugar babies. Sugar babies. Now, we all know what a sugar baby is and a sugar daddy. He funds her lifestyle in exchange for intimate relations. Now, let's dive deeper. Our culture at this present moment seems to praise and uplift these women that go around singing the praises of their sugar daddy. This man or these men see multiple other women, but the sugar baby is just okay with it, according to her, as long as she's getting financial benefits. In fact, some say, I don't care what he does. I don't have to pull a dime out of my pocket because he pays for everything. He lavishes me with the finest jewelry, roses, fancy cars. I'm on yachts. I fly to world-class resorts and restaurants. I visit exotic islands. I live it up. The credit card has no limit when it comes to what he won't buy for me. But what these same women are telling you, then when all of this is over with for the evening, they go home to their lonely lives and they have to face themselves in the mirror. And this is when it gets ugly because they know deep down inside, this is not an honorable lifestyle. They know deep down inside that this is basically killing them. They know deep down inside that they spend many of hours crying, but in the public eye, they're smiling, dressing oh so beautifully, oh with the latest designer attire. Oh, I wear white nails because that's the sign of a classy woman, and I wear Chanel, and oh no, you would never see me in that designer brand. I only get Gucci or the best. Well, what good are these designer products going to do when you're in the hospital sickly from a disease that you have picked up from this individual? He's not committing to you, and generally most of them make it clear that they're not, or they'll deceive you and act as if you're the only one. Yet they have a multitude of sugar babies because they're loaded, so they can do that. They can play the field because they have the money. And most of these guys will pay for whatever you want for a night of passion. After that passion is over, you're gone. They're kind of tired of you. Yeah, you guys might hang out for a holiday or two, but ultimately you're living in separate homes. They have their own life. You have your own life. And it's just really not a good plan. A lot of these women who participate in this lifestyle, they don't necessarily want to work. Some of them are downright lazy. They want the easy way to come up. They feel like they're entitled to some fabulous life without working for it just because they're beautiful. Newsflash, just because you are beautiful does not mean you deserve to have some sugar daddy fund your lifestyle. Okay? Now, if the woman were intelligent, let me tell you what she would do. If you're going to be a sugar baby, and in my mind, a sugar baby is nothing but a cover up for a call girl, a hooker, or a prostitute. Okay? They're just not on the corner. It's an arrangement. I don't see that as anything other than what I have expressed here today. I want to encourage you women to really sit down and think about it. There's nothing wrong with wanting a high roller, a baller. There's nothing wrong with wanting a millionaire, a billionaire. I mean, let's be honest. Who wants to be with a guy that cannot take care of his household or his family? Who wants to be with a man that doesn't have money? Who wants to be with a man that's not able to take you at least on a trip once a year? Most women don't want that. Some of them will lie and say, it's okay if he doesn't have money. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. A man needs to have his financial stability. He needs to have his money together. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe in splitting checks. I think that it's tacky. It's not classy. And I feel like any individual, any man that asks a woman to split a check is just tacky. Now, with that being said, let's go back to the sugar baby. The sugar baby feels entitled to this wonderful lifestyle, but what she doesn't tell you is later down the line, she is emotionally bruised, mentally disturbed, depressed. Some are suicidal in the end. Some have picked up diseases that they cannot get rid of, all in the name of cash. No amount of cash is worth your health. It doesn't matter how wealthy a man is. That same man will not be able to save himself from an incurable disease. Though he walks around looking like a stud or top G or top dog or the man with all these different so-called beautiful women, he pays a price too. Because usually these men are broken inside. Broken in the sense of they don't want to commit to a woman because a lot of times they've been through a lot with women and they just generally don't want to deal with that. Also, I feel that the man that is doing this and he has multiple sugar babies, he has low self-esteem. Even though he acts tough and almighty and like he's the man and he's living it up and partying and having a good time with different women on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he has his choice. He pays a price too. He pays a price too because he has to look in the mirror. And in the end, he has to face himself and say, hey, this isn't right what I'm doing to these women. Even though I'm paying them, it's just not right. And how can you feel good about yourself? How can you be confident? There's no way. So he pays a price as well. So if he doesn't end up sleeping with the wrong woman who gives him an incurable disease, he pays the price of being lonely when he gets old because he's played the field so long. He really doesn't have any strong connection or relationships with women. And he finds it very hard to really reside and marry a woman because he's been playing the field so long. He wouldn't even know how to engage in a marriage with a woman. Now, please, please, please don't tell me anything about, well, he's wealthy, he can have anyone he wants. I don't see any reason why it's not a big deal. It's not your business. Who cares? But it is my business because when I'm looking at a young woman, or it doesn't matter her age, and she is dating these different guys and putting her health at risk physically, mentally, and emotionally, I do have something to say because I want to urge women that this is really not the way to go. And let me tell